guys doing? This is 514 Mystic from BookieBullies.com, and this is Breaking Down the Books. Now, yesterday I gave a bunch of plays and only hit one, kind of discouraging, so I don't really want to go over it and all that. So, anyways, we only had one hit yesterday for all you faders out there. Anyways, today we have an interesting day. We got a pretty long slate of games. We got three sports and three major games. Um, and obviously, we got the return of the NBA. Obviously, my ball doesn't have any air in it. Hopefully, the balls will have air in them today. Anyways, we're gonna get right into it. We got Arizona versus the Rangers in this first NHL game. Now, Arizona's a favorite. They're minus 125 favorite. We're supposed to have Gorgiev at net for the Rangers and Kemper at net for Arizona. Now, these guys are expected. The only confirmed guys for tonight, Georgiev is actually one of the confirmed guys for tonight. So if you guys are interested in knowing about totals and all of that, it's going to be tough to defer because like I said, there's only going to be as of right now, 5 o'clock. There's only two confirmed goalies for the night, and that's Georgiev and later, if I'm not mistaken, it's Cam Talbot for the Flames. But we'll get into that when we get into that. Anyways, we got Arizona versus the Rangers. Arizona's favored. Yodi's actually 4-2-1 on the season. 3-0 at the spread on the road. 3-0 straight up on the road. I think this one is simple enough. You just roll with Arizona here. I don't think Gorgiev actually got any wins yet. And I like how Arizona been playing. If you guys want, you could always put the under. The under is not a bad idea. Especially the way that the Yodi's been playing. They've been holding it down. They've been playing extremely good defense. They've been pushing the pace, but they've been playing really conservative. They've been playing really well on the defensive end. Their guys are staying solid. They're staying home. They're being like they're protecting their goalie. They're doing all the right things. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing with Arizona. As a first play, I'd like to give Arizona as a money line, and I'd be hyped to give Arizona under, but Gorgiev been allowing a good bit of goals, so I'm not 100% certain about that. And I've been absolutely horrible with my hockey as of late. Um, I do give a lot of winners, but like these last few capping days have not been good. I had bad Thursday, bad Friday, bad Monday, so it hasn't been going so good. It'll eventually pick up. We got a bunch of days. We got another 33 weeks of regular season hockey, so I'm not too concerned about that or overly worried. You guys are gonna see some amazing things happen. But anyways, I would like to go with Arizona money line today, and I'll probably roll with the under. But it's 6.0. I'm not too big on. I'm not too big on the 6.0. If it was 6.5, and again, Quumper is expected. If he's expected, I like the under, but if he's confirmed, I like the under, but as of right now, it's 6.0. I don't really want to touch it. Everything been trending over in hockey as of late has been over for everything. You just bet the over, and you're probably gonna win. You don't even have to notice it. You don't even have to break it down. You pretty much pick every single over every night, and you probably win 66% of the time. Anyways, moving on, we got the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Florida Panthers. Pittsburgh's actually underdog in this one. Panthers favorite. No real reason why Pittsburgh should be underdog, outside of the fact that they played quite a bit of games in the last few days. We got Matt Murray, who has a pretty good record right now, and he has a 5-2-2 record, while Bobrovsky is going to be at net for the Panthers with a 2-2-2 record. I like Pittsburgh here. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I like Pittsburgh here as an underdog. They're plus 110 underdog. So if you guys want to pick them, you're not out of your mind. If you guys want the Panthers are not a bad pick. Also, they haven't played as good. Like honestly, they played better than their record would tell. And they have like from their top nine players, like I said, and their top nine guys are pretty they're pretty formidable. Like they could actually play a really good game. I wouldn't be surprised if Florida wins today, but I'd be willing to put some money on Pittsburgh. They're obviously the favorites. Here Florida is, but I like Pittsburgh's chances in this game. Um, so gonna have to go with Pittsburgh money line, the road dog to win this one. they're still dealing with a good bit of injuries, so be wary of that. It's actually a dangerous pick. It's not a gimme. I've been given a lot of dangerous picks. That's the other thing, like, you know. So, but another time, another story for another time. We got the Sharks versus the Sabres. Martin Jones versus Carter Hutton. Carter Hutton is still undefeated here. Um, Martin Jones sucks, honestly. He played last time. I blatantly disrespected him on the show, and he went out there and did damage. I think today the Sabres are going to do damage control. You got a minus 105 Sharks, but you also got a minus 115 Sabres. I like the Sabres in this one, but what I like even more is the under. But you know what? I like the under more than I like the Sabres to win, but the under is a dangerous play because it's 6.5, but Martin Jones sucks. He allows a lot of goals. Carter Hutton could be solid. He could be a brick wall at times. You know, he could damn near be a stop sign. But I think it's risky. I'm trying to make sure that you guys see that I'm able to do this shit. So I think I'm gonna give you the Buffalo Sabres just for the straight up win today, and that's all we're gonna do here. Moving on, we got the Boston Bruins versus the Maple Leafs. As of right now, it seems that Hutchinson is going to get the start for Toronto. They might they might lobby to go with Freddie Anderson. It's going to depend. As of right now, he's expected, not Freddie Anderson, but Hutchinson. And Tuukka Rask is going to be at net for Boston. Um, Toronto, mind you, they're on a back-to-back here, so I don't really like their chances. The back to back is not a very good place, especially in hockey. Like guys don't typically get a lot of wins when they play back to backs. You typically get a loss in this situation, and this is a home and home situation where Toronto just played Boston the other day, and Boston's playing them here tonight. Toronto should have got that win yesterday. They ended up messing up. That was one of the plays that we failed on. They ended up messing up and giving the Blue Jackets an overtime win. So they came out with a point, but they still lost at the end of the day. I think they might be a little exhausted today, and the Bruins might be a little bit fresher, ready to come and batter them up a bit. I like the Bruins in this situation. Um, Putting the under would be crazy. Putting the over would also be crazy with Tuukka Rask at net. So I would just go with the Bruins money line. So I don't it doesn't seem like I have any unders here so far. So yeah, I got 3 winners so far in shoot, no, I got 4 winners so far. Yeah, I haven't stayed away from a game yet. So moving on, we got Vancouver versus Detroit, where we're supposed to see Jimmy Howard at net. Um, And who's going to be at net for Vancouver? I will tell you that in a moment. But again, like I'm saying, all these guys are expected. Nobody's official yet. So it's going to be interesting to see. Vancouver got Markstrom, and we got Jimmy Howard at net for Detroit. Markstrom's 3-2 and 0. Jimmy Howard is 1-3 and 0. They haven't been especially hot, neither of them, but Vancouver been playing very well. Um, I think they're gonna give people a run for their money. I like this team. I like this Vancouver team, but I don't like them favorite. I'm gonna have to skip over this game. I don't like a over under. I don't like the total. I don't like the spreads. I don't like the money line. I don't like nothing about this game. Only thing I like about this game is Vancouver themselves, and they're favored. I don't like my I don't like the odds of Vancouver winning when they're favorite. I would even lean Detroit, to be honest with you all. I would even lean Detroit, but I'm gonna have to go with no play at all. Moving on, we got Anaheim Ducks versus Nashville Predators. Anaheim, well, they play up to standards. Nashville plays up to their opponents. So are we gonna see a good game here today? We got Pecorine at net again. He's not confirmed. He's expected. All these guys are expected. It's kind of bothering me. This is why I'm staying away from all these totals. It's either over or nothing because we're not sure who's gonna get the starts or not. We got John Gibson at net for Anaheim, Pecorine at net for Nashville. I like a under in this game if those two goalies start, but I mean, so does the world, right? Because the under is at 5.5, very low scoring game. Um, Anticipated to be low. John Gibson's been ridiculous. He's been standing on his head night after night. I think he's actually killing the league as far as his goal against average goes. He's still under 2 a game, right under 2. Uh, Breaking this shit down, Breaking it down, we got a 1.88 goal against average versus a 2.56 goal against average. We got a guy who played 7 games versus a guy who played 5. Um, we have the shots per game are 30 to 31, very evenly matched over here. Nashville been doing a better job on the penalty kill, and obviously Anaheim been racking up more penalty minutes. So with all that said, with all that said, and the shots on goal, Anaheim's actually ranked seventh allowed, so they're doing pretty well. Very evenly matched game here. I like the under. I like the under in this situation, but I would buy points and put it under 6.5 if it's paying enough. But honestly, I think the under is prevalent. I'm gonna stay away from this game. I don't like Nashville. I don't like what they do. I don't like how they don't play up to standards. Like they don't have their own identity. There's a different Nashville every night. I don't like this. I'm gonna stay away from that game. If I lean under, I lean under and I lean Anaheim, but I don't want to give a dog just because, and I don't want to give the under because the numbers are screaming it. Like I said, the trend's been over. Just always bet the over. If you're betting the over, you're probably gonna win most of the time. When I give the unders and you follow me, you're basically taking a chance, and you have to accept that because obviously we follow the numbers, what they're doing. We're not gonna follow trends because trends don't typically matter right now, especially with all the trades and everything that's been going on. So the trends don't necessarily matter as much um, with certain teams. But shit, I really like the under here, but I'm gonna skip over that game altogether. We got Edmonton Oilers versus the Minnesota Wild, where we got Devin Dubnyk, who seems to have gotten his stride back, versus Mike Smith at net. So the Wild are favored versus Edmonton, who's a hot team, been playing very very well, amazing style of hockey, amazing plays. Um, there's no real reason for Edmonton to be favored. They got Montreal on Sunday in a back-to-back situation. They were expected to win. They were favored then. They were expected to win. They even in that game, they allowed Montreal to come back a number of times. Lost the lead at one point. They were actually lucky to get that win. If you like, one of the most talked about things this week was that crazy save from Keith Kincaid in that game. And we got a repeat for Devin Dubnyk today. Uh, I don't I don't know that the Wild are going to be able to withstand the pressure over here. I like Edmonton as an underdog. Although they've been on the road for quite some time, I like Edmonton as a dog here. Just let's be clear on what's going on here. Yeah, yeah. So they've been on the road since Saturday. They had a nice homestand. They've been on the road since Saturday. They lost to Winnipeg in a 1-0 loss, and now they're in Minnesota, and so it's a long time to be on the road. I think I like Edmonton here. I like the bounce back. I like Edmonton to bounce back. I don't think I like Minnesota to keep it going. I like Edmonton to bounce back and get a victory over here. If I had to make a choice on the totals, I would lean under because Devin Dubnyk seems to have gotten his stride back, but he did allow 3 goals on Sunday. So I don't and if you're allowing 3 goals and you're trying to make it a game, we're probably going to see a 7 point game. So that's about 4-3 if you're going bold prediction. So 4-3 Edmonton. I don't like the under in that situation. That's too close for comfort. And it's a 6.0. So yeah, I'd much rather roll with Edmonton money line and call that a day. Next, we got the Kings versus the Jets. We got the Kings who just haven't been playing well at all, and we got the Jets who just don't know who they are yet. They're we got two confused teams here. Jets are a minus 150 favorite. The total is at 6.0, which should probably be higher. I like the over in this game. I don't like Jonathan Quick. Jonathan Quick's allowing 5 goals a game. He played four. He's allowing 5.06 goals again against Connor Hellebuck. While his goal against average is not horrible, he's not doing that well either, honestly. And A large part of that is because of what Winnipeg does. They don't protect them. They don't have enough guys. Like they don't stay at home. Like their defenders don't stay home. I think they spend way too much time trying to play in the neutral zone. And I don't like what goes on there. Honestly, I'm not sold on Winnipeg. And if they keep on playing around, they might miss the playoffs altogether. But this is just me talking. What do I think is gonna happen here? I think LA might pull off an upset. I think LA might pull off an upset, and if they do, um, it's not paying that much. If they do, it's not paying that much. So I think I'm gonna skip that game altogether and call it a day. Moving on, we got Golden Knights Blackhawks. Golden Knights favorite at a minus 1.25, while the Blackhawks are underdog. The 6.5 is the total. Who do we have at net today? We got Fleury at net versus Robin Leonard. Robin Leonard is actually a really good goalie. Fleury is himself. Vegas allowed so many shots on goal and so many goals. I mean, they lost 6-2 yesterday. It was a horrible game. Uh, but they had Oscar Dansk at net in their defense. But I don't like their chances in a back-to-back. They're playing versus a team that they should probably get a W against, but honestly, Robin Leonard is that guy is a savage. I mean, his hand-eye coordination is ridiculous. I mean, I think he sees the puck from miles away. Honestly, being on Islanders the year that Barry Trotz came, Barry Trotz turns goalies into something special. I mean, he turns goal like you see what he did with Braden Holtby, what he did with Pekka Rinne. Barry Trotz, the coach, by the way, for the New York Islanders, he's been doing an amazing job with his goalies, and Robin Leonard is no exception. Uh, I like the under here. They're favorite to go under the 6.5, but I like the under in this situation. I don't think Vegas allows another beating like this. I don't like I don't like them favored. I actually don't mind Chicago's chances of getting a W here, but I don't know how many goals they're gonna get past Flurry. Flurry's a champ. I like the under in this game, and that's gonna be my first and only under on the night. Under six. Well, in hockey, on the night. So I like the under in this game, and I'm probably gonna stay away from a winner. I like the Blackhawks to win. I lean Blackhawks to win, but I'm gonna stay away from that pick altogether. And yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that. Next, we got the Capitals versus the Flames. Capitals, we know what they do. They score goals. Flames, we don't know what they do. They haven't been playing very well. Uh, who do we have at net today? We got Braden Holtby versus, like I said earlier, Cam Talbot, which is the only other confirmed goalie so far. Honestly, it doesn't matter what goalie the Capitals bring to the table. They're probably gonna play the same way. They do an amazing job at playing on the back end, and they do a very good job at pushing the pace, being aggressive, getting shots on goal, and just getting people to panic. No pun intended. Who's actually injured today for Washington? Uh, I Braden Holtby is allowing 3.70 goals against, so that's damn near 4 goals a game. But his team's been doing a good job at keeping him in it. Um, they haven't pulled him yet on the year, so that's not a bad sign. And that's basically to preserve his integrity. But yeah, he hasn't been pulled yet. Uh, Cam Talbot is only 2 games in with a 1.75 goal against average. Flames are favored with a minus 1.20, so they're a minus 120 favorite, and the total's at 6.5. I don't like the under in this game. I like the over if anything, but I'm gonna take the underdog Washington here. I like Washington to continue doing what they're doing and get a W in this situation. So I like Washington to keep the streak going against a not so sure of themselves Calgary Flames. So going back down this board, we got Washington money line. We got the under in Vegas. We're skipping over the Kings game. We're gonna give you guys Edmonton Oilers money line. We're skipping over Nashville versus Anaheim. We're skipping over Vancouver. Oh, because their favorite. I don't like that. Toronto, Boston. I don't like a play in that game. I lean Boston, but I don't like a play in that game, so I'm taking it back. No play in the Boston game. Sabres, Sharks. I like the Sabres to win. I also like the under, but I don't trust Martin Jones, so I'm giving you the Sabres. And Penguins money line and Arizona money line. So those plays will be posted on my Twitter. Before we move on, I'd like you guys to go ahead and smash that like button. Just go ahead and destroy that like button for the YouTube algorithm, just so they understand that you actually like videos like these. It'd be greatly appreciated. Comment, share, subscribe, do whatever it is you please with those buttons you see in that section. It'd be greatly appreciated. And it would help tremendously, like I said, with the YouTube algorithm. Moving on, we got the we got the World Series, Major League Baseball. We got the World Series where we got Max Scherzer against. Oh, sorry here. We got Max Scherzer going against Garrett Cole. I like the under in this game. We got two great pitchers. Washington should probably not be here. I'm saying it now. They're probably going to win the whole thing. Houston was favored going in, but Washington's probably going to win the whole thing. I seen the trend with sports this year. The Toronto Raptors won their chip for the first time. Hint, hint. We got the St. Louis Blues who won the chip for the first time. You know what I mean? In a long time, rather, but in first time, right? Right? Could be wrong. You can fact check me if you like. But yeah, so obviously the Patriots won, uh, but like we know those conspiracies. But I see the way sports is going, and I'd be stupid not to think that there's some kind of there's always some things going on with that. So, anyways, I would have to say, just personal opinion, matter of opinion, that Washington might end up winning the World Series. I like Washington here also. I like the underdog to pull off the upset. They are major underdogs. So I like the upset here, but I would much rather go with the under in that game. I think it's going to be a battle of the pitchers, and I like the under in this game. Moving on to the association, basketball is back, and like I said, the Toronto Raptors, wink wink, are in action. It's ring night. They're playing versus the Pelicans. Pelicans are without Zion Williamson, so that's going to be crazy. He's not going to be playing for at least 2 months. I have no idea what's going on with that. People are making way too much of a big deal about it. We haven't even seen him play officially yet. Oh, well, he's been doing so good in the preseason. He's been hype. He's been this. He's been that. I get it. He's still a rookie. Still has to deal with real men. Right now, it's going to be real men, grown men. You know what I mean? And it's not going to help when he comes back with an injured knee, torn meniscus, which he's getting surgically repaired. I don't know. Anyways, ring night. I hate to bet against the defending champs. Uh, you probably shouldn't bet against the defending champs. If you want to bet against something, bet against the total. They're basing this 229, 230 in certain places. They're basing that on the Pelicans' lackluster defense and how fast paced they've been playing. So they play a very fast paced game. I'm expecting a lot of bricks tonight. I'm expecting both teams to have a little bit of jitters on opening night. I'm expecting the Raptors to probably like hold their composure a little bit more, but I'm expecting both teams to have jitters, and I think that is way too high for the first game. I might be crazy, and the trend might continue into this year because it's been going on. Like Alvin Gentry is still the coach of the Pelicans, so that hasn't changed, and Pelicans always been an over team, so putting the under is ballsy again. But I'm expecting a lot of bricks tonight. I mean, who's really supposed to score on the Pelicans? I mean, yeah, they got guys, they got guys, but I don't know. I'm expecting bricks, man. I'm expecting a lot of bricks. So if you want, I'm making that official. I'll give the under 229 in that game, and that's pretty much it that I have. Uh, the 6.5 is a little high for me. Because they still have got like right now they added the Pelicans added a few pieces who could actually play defense. Um, but it's ring night, honestly, and I think a lot of people are writing off the Raptors. I'll go bold prediction and say Raptors win by 10 or more and keep it going, but I don't really have any significant reason outside of being ring night. So a 6.5 favorite. They were 7.5 when I last checked. Now that Zion is not there, it dropped to 6.5, which really doesn't make any sense to me. Excuse me. which really doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm gonna stay away from the spread. I'm gonna give you the under 229. Game of the night: Lakers, Clippers. Holy shit! No Paul George. One of these teams are not gonna be undefeated going forward. We were thinking that they were gonna have some crazy records until the scheduling came out, and boy, oh boy, this is gonna be a crazy game. They were originally a pick'em. It was originally a 1.0 favorite when I checked earlier last week, and that quickly moved into Lakers territory with the minus 3.0. So Lakers are currently favored 3.0. The total is still 223.5. I think both teams could play defense. I think it's going to be a fast-paced game. I'm not sure how it's going to go. I don't like a cover here, man. I don't like the 3.0. I don't know, man. I'm even leaning Clippers, man. I see what these guys do. Like you got like Lou Williams is a killer, man. This guy comes through and like basketball is not like hockey. This is a game where like stars prevail in basketball. This is where stars come out when they do things. Things happen, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I don't have a pick in this game. Still, I don't have a winner. I lean Clippers for the W. I hate to bet against the Lakers. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I mean, the Lakers got LeBron James. He has all this fire, and he. Oh my goodness, the guy's upset. Did you see him miss the playoffs? He's been doing all this Taco Tuesdays and shit. Whew. I don't have a play in this game. You know what? I'm not gonna be a punk. I'm gonna give you guys the Lakers minus 3.0. On my own time, I'm gonna sprinkle a little change on the Clippers money line, just on for me, like, you know what I mean. But I'm gonna give you guys the Lakers to cover that spread, man. I think LeBron is coming with a vengeance. It's ring night for the Raptors. Kawhi is on he's on the Clippers. He's not gonna be able to partake in ring night, but I think it's gonna be crazy, man. I think it's gonna be very interesting. Oh boy, am I excited for this game! That game might not even go over either. 223 is a little high. Both guys have defensive teams. Now they have like Clippers always been a defensive team. They added Kawhi, who's like one of the best, if not the best, two-way player in the league. Um, Lakers now have Anthony Davis, so they have somebody who could protect the paint. Who he's a very good defender. They have a bunch of guys around LeBron James who can not only shoot but play defense. I'm expecting a high volume of threes, so I can't pick the under, but I wouldn't be surprised if it went under. I'm gonna go with the Lakers to cover tonight, just for a statement game, maybe even to win by a shit ton of points. But that's it for me. Again, please go ahead, smash the like button down there. Just go ahead and destroy that like button. Be greatly appreciated. And I'll tell you, like I tell you all the time, please do not bet what you can't afford to lose. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You're not out here trying to get rich overnight. If you're looking to get rich overnight, please go and click on some other stuff for your YouTube algorithm to give you a bunch of bullshit, which is going to tell you that you're going to get rich overnight if you do these next 5 things. This is not how it's going to happen. Maybe, just maybe, you could get rich at the end of 36 weeks if you keep on keeping on. But as far as it goes, please do not bet what you can't afford to lose. Bet responsibly, be safe, be good, and I'll see you again tomorrow.